All right, so the flow for this week is going to take us toward 8-angle pose. So this is definitely going to be a big hip opener here. Working into the inner thighs, working quite a bit into the hamstrings as well, so just keep that in mind. And we'll get to that pose at the very end of class, so don't sweat it too much at the beginning. I do have two demonstrations before we begin, however. So once we get to the main part of the flow, you're going to start this in downward facing dog. And initially, you're going to lift one leg and then the other, and then you're going to step this forward. So you're going to bring one foot halfway down the mat, step the second foot forward next to the first. And you're just going to set this up so you can push down your hands, keep the arms vertical, shoulders or wrists. I just want you to hop up and clap your feet and do that 3 times. Now, each time you do that, make sure you're bringing your weight forward onto your hands so you can land your feet nice and light and land on your toes. And you don't have to hop up that high, but keep the weight in the hands, land this lightly. And if you want to just keep things mellow, go ahead, push in your hands, hop up, clap, and set your toes down. Try to set that as light as possible. And that is enough by itself, but take the weight forward to your hands. Everybody wants to avoid that. Keep in mind, part of this is building up your arm and your shoulder strength. Now, if you can take this toward inversion, the other option and the other extreme is to take this up higher. And again, it's the same thing. Just hop this up, clap your feet, and still bring it down nice and light. You're going to do that 3 times, and then we'll work through the sequence from there. So just keep that in mind. That is at the very beginning. Now, at the end of the sequence, we are going to take this in toward flying lizard, which initially here is just working the hip opening and getting to an uncomfortable variation of crow. And the reason I like this pose when we're heading toward 8 angle is because it forces you to engage the inner thigh, and that is what we're looking at before anything else. So you don't actually have to balance this, but I want you to get into this shape. So you're going to be folded. And you're going to wrap one of your legs around one of your arms. So I'm going to bring my left leg around my left arm, left foot between my hands from the front, and the right leg stays behind. Set the palms down first, lift the back heel, just touch your knee to your arm, and then I want you to lift that front foot and just sink down. Squeeze the leg on your arm, and you're going to feel that on the inner thigh of the front leg primarily, and that's what we're looking for here. You can stay like this. Now, if you want to balance it, look forward. See about lifting that back foot up off the floor. It's just a little bit of a move there. And if you want to take things even further, you can extend your leg all the way back. Just see that you got your elbows under control, and that front leg is going to still squeeze, and that's probably going to put actually more weight on that front leg. Now, work it as best you can. To move through the vinyasa from here, you kind of just got to set everything down, step back to plank. It is possible. You can pull the back leg in, unwrap the front leg, bring this up into crow, and then maybe hop it back to chaturanga. And I'm just throwing that option out there. That is not easy. I've only been able to do that consistently within the last few years, but it's something to work toward here if you're comfortable coming into that shape. So just work things as best you can and see how far you can take this today. So to get this started, bring yourself to a seat. And let's take a cross-legged seat here to start. Bring your right leg in first and the left leg in front. And there's levels that you can take this to here. You can just keep this relatively loose. Pick your hands up off the floor. Be sure you can sit this up tall without too much effort. And if your hips are tight and your knees are really high and you have to round your spine, slide your feet away from you a little bit. Let the knees go wide. Now, on the other end of that, if you're more open, if you want to take this toward double pigeon, then go ahead, bring your left ankle up onto the right thigh. The legs are still crossed, and this will be more intense on the hips. But wherever you take this to, curl the toes of both feet. And if you're just in that cross-legged seat, press the feet into the floor. If you're in that double pigeon, just hold that tension here so any stretch goes, especially into the outer left hip. And then wherever you end up, bring your fingertips down to the floor, your sides, stay light in your hands. And before we settle in, take this farther into the hips. So lead with your chest and fold this as far forward as you can. Keep the feet active. And then go ahead, sit this up tall. Again, keep your feet tense. Go ahead, bring your torso forward again. And then come back upright. And then one more time, bring yourself forward. And then just sit this up tall. And again, keep the feet active like this. And then just stay upright. So pulling through the belly, around the low ribs to keep your posture vertical. Relax your shoulders down, keep your neck nice and long. Draw your chin just a bit. And then just close your eyes. So just take a moment to settle in like this. Let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with an inhale, pull in as much air as you can. Try to fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. When you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as the inhales as you breathe. And just keep breathing like this here to begin. Now when you're ready here, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, just open your eyes. Now hands down behind you, lean back, reverse the cross. Bring your left leg in first, right leg in front this time. And just arrange the same variation you had before. Just a loose cross of the legs, or maybe slide the feet forward. And we're going to take it toward that double pigeon. Bring the right ankle up onto your left thigh this time. Now, however you set this up, keep the toes of both feet curled. Keep your feet pressing down. And then hands to your sides. Try to stay light and stay in your fingertips. And then just like before we take this further, lead with your chest and fold forward over your legs. Keep the feet active. And then come back upright. Again, hinge forward. Keep your chest open, shoulders back. And then come back up. Again, hinge forward. Lead with your chest. Keep your feet tense. And then bring yourself upright. We'll do it 2 more times. Hinges forward again. And then come back upright. 1 more time. Bring your chest forward. Keep your feet pushing into the floor. And then sit this up tall. And then from here, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. With the exhale, bring your hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach this up again. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, through center. Inhale, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, this time, lean to the right side. Right hand to the floor. Stretch the left arm, right gaze up high. With the next inhale, back to center, reach up. And with the exhale, lean left. Left arm down. Stretch your right arm left, look up. With your next inhale, come back to center, reach high. Now with the exhale, just bring the hands through center. And then set your hands down behind you. Lean back, uncross your legs. And we'll take this into a little bit of a twist here. So go ahead, extend your left leg straight. And lean back. Step the right foot outside your left thigh. Now this is a variation of Lord of the Fishes here. Right hand behind you, but sit this up tall. With an inhale, reach your left arm high. And with the exhale, bring the left elbow down past your right thigh. Now look back over the right shoulder. Extend the top of your head straight up toward the ceiling. Keep your left arm pushing your right leg. And just keep breathing here. And take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Turn back to center, hands behind. Lean back and untangle the legs. Take it the other way. So straighten your right leg. Step the left foot outside the right thigh this time. Left hand sets behind you. Sit this up tall. With an inhale, reach your right arm high. And with the exhale, bring the elbow down past your left thigh. Now crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. Keep your right arm pushing your left leg and keep breathing here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Both hands behind. Lean back, uncross the legs. And just go ahead, keep leaning back and just keep your feet about hips width distance, both knees bent. And then twist this out. Fold the knees over to the right. And then over to the left. And just keep going back and forth. And then go ahead, just bring this back into center. And we're going to take another twist here. So why don't you bring your right knee down, step the left foot past your right thigh. And then bring the left hand over to the right. Now stay loose. Bend into both elbows. And then sink your chest down low to the floor. Keep your left foot pressing down. And then come back up. Both hands behind. Lean back and take it the other way. So bring your left knee down to the floor. Step the right foot past the left leg. Right hand comes over to the side. Bend into both elbows. Sink your chest down low. And then push her to the floor. Lift back up. Both hands behind. And then take it to the right side again. Bring the right knee down to the floor. Left hand goes right, left foot past your right thigh. Bend the elbows, sink your chest down low. Push back up. Turn back to center, back to your seat. And then we'll take it the other way. So come down with the left knee. Right hand comes over to the left, right foot past your left thigh. Bend the elbows, sink your chest down low again. Push back up. And then turn back to center, feet about hips width, and we'll take it 1 more round. Bring the right knee down to the floor, keep that knee bent. Bring the left hand to the right, left foot past your right thigh. Bend the elbows, bring your chest down low to the floor, as low as you can. And then go press down, lift up, turn back to center. 1 more time the other way. So bring the left knee to the floor, right hand comes over to the left, right foot past your left thigh. Bend the elbows, bring your chest down low again. And then lift back up. Turn back to center. And then once you're back at center, we're going to set this up for a reverse tabletop variation here. So feet hips width here to start. Hands behind the shoulders about shoulder width. Palms down, fingertips to the sides, right and left. Push down, lift your seat up off the floor. And we'll take this with a figure 4. So bring the right ankle past your left thigh. Now curl the toes of the right foot. Keep the knee out to the side and keep that foot engaged. Up and down with an inhale. Press your hips up high. Squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, lift your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, press up one more time and hold here. Now keep the glutes squeezing. You can look forward, look up, or hang your head back. And as you engage in your glutes, try to press that right knee down toward the floor. Breathe here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release. Set the right foot down, sink all the way down. Go ahead, take a moment, shake your hands out a bit. And then reset. So hands behind the shoulders, fingertips to the sides, lift your seat up off the floor. And then the other way. Bring the left ankle past your right thigh. Curl the toes of the left foot and keep the foot and toes curled. Up and down with an inhale, lift your hips up high, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, press your hips up again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up high, hold here. You can look forward, look up, or hang your head back. Try to press that left knee to the floor, but again, keep your glutes squeezing, keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Both feet down, come all the way down. And again, you can shake your hands out a bit. And this should stretch your wrist a little bit as we go back and forth. Now, we're still going to use this setup. So hands behind the shoulders, again, fingertips to the sides. Just lift your seat up off the floor, but this time stay low. And then go back to the figure 4. Bring the right ankle past your left thigh. Keep the toes curled. Now, let's take it deeper here. I want you to walk your hands forward and come to a deeper fold. Push your chest forward toward your crossed legs. And this is definitely going to be a bit different from here. So what I want you to do from here is you lift your left heel. Push your knees forward as far as you can. And then draw back in, bring that left heel to the floor. Again, lift the heel. Press your legs forward. Pull back in, set the left foot flat. One more time, push this forward and hold. Now let your chest open up. Try to lift a little higher. Engage your glutes, press the hips higher, still with the knees forward. Take an inhale. With the exhale, release the cross, step both feet down. Come down to a seat. And again, shake your hands out in between. We'll set her up on the other side. Once you're ready, hands behind again. Lift your seat up off the floor. And this time, left ankle past your right thigh. Now curl the left toes, left foot, keep the knee to the side, keep your hips low. Walk your hands forward. And take this as a deeper stretch. Now once you fold this in, go back and forth. Lift the right heel, push your knees forward. And then draw back in, let your hips come down low. Again, press your knees forward, lift the right heel. And then pull this back in. One more time, push your knees forward, hold this. See about taking it further. Lift your chest, engage your glutes, press your hips up higher. And then release the figure 4, bring both feet down. Sit this down. Shake your hands out for a moment. Now, when you're ready from here, go ahead, cross at the ankles, come forward your hands. And then once the hands are forward, I want you to set this up for a deep squat, but try to take it this wider than you usually would. So step the right foot outside the right hand, left foot outside the left, and see about bringing your heels toward the edges of the mat. Now sink your hips down low, just keep your chest facing down. And just keep the knees set wide like this. Keep everything low. Now, if you can, try to stay light on your hands. Maybe come up onto the fingertips. And this is the base position as we go back and forth, one leg at a time. Step your right foot straight back. Step it long. Bring the right knee down to touch the floor. Sink inside the left thigh. And then step your right foot forward back to that wide squat. Left foot straight back. Step it long. And then bring the knee down to the floor. Sink inside your right thigh. Left foot forward. Back to that squat. Right foot back again. Step it long. Bring the knee down low, sink down. And then step it forward, step it wide. Step your left foot straight back. Bring the knee down toward the floor, come down low. And then bring this forward again. We'll take one more round. Right foot straight back. Step it long, bring the knee down low to the floor. And then come forward, back to that squat. Left foot straight back. Sink down, bring the knee to the floor. And then step it forward one more time. And then just go ahead, set your hands flat, walk your feet back, come down into all fours. And once in all fours, just move around. You can shake your legs out a little bit if you need to. Now let's go ahead and take this into the wrist from here. So once you're ready, just keep your hips stacked over your knees. Bring the hands within about 2 hands lengths of your knees. You can go as close as you like. But flip the hands over, backs of the hands down, palms up. The fingertips point toward the midline of the mat. Now, if your fingers spread wide, slide the hands together to interlace your fingers. And just keep your fingertips pressing down, palms open. Straighten your arms as much as you can. And then just go ahead and sway side to side and just feel out that stretch in the wrists. You can bring the hands closer to the knees to take less weight on the hands and make the stretch a little less intense if you need to. And you can always go further forward if you want more. Now bring this into center, keep your arms straight, and then just go back and forth with this cow and cat breathing. With an inhale, just drop your belly, pull your chest forward, look up. Exhale, round your spine and empty out. And just keep on going back and forth like this. Now work the motion through the length of your spine both directions. Take it at your own pace. And then one more deep inhale for cow. One more complete exhale for cat. And then come up onto the fingertips. And just walk the hands forward. So one more stretch from here. Now keep your hips stacked over your knees, wrists underneath the shoulders, palms down. Rotate your hands, fingertips to the sides and then in toward the knees as far as you can go. Set your hands flat, fingers spread wide, dig your fingertips down. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Go ahead, circle your shoulders or your wrists here to begin. Now, if you want to take it further, just keep your arms straight, keep gripping. Slide your knees as far back as you can go without your palms lifting them off the floor. That'll take a deeper stretch into the forearms. And it's enough to stay here, but if you want to go further, go ahead, move one leg at a time. Now, keep your knees bent, but lift your right leg and bring the right big toe down past the left edge of the mat as far as you can. And then come back to center, both knees to the floor. Other way, left knee bent, bring the big toe to the right, let your body twist. And come back to center here. Right big toe to the left again, keep the knee bent, and then come back to center. Left big toe over to the right side, keep gripping with your fingers, and come back to center. Right big toe to the left one more time, and then both knees down. Left big toe to the right side one more time, and then come back to center, and then come up onto the fingertips, and come down to sitting on your heels. And just take a moment, shake your hands out and loosen up your fingers and your wrists. Now, once the hands are ready, come back to all fours, and let's take this down to the forearms. And we're going to take it up to dolphin. So once both forearms are on the floor, you got the choice. You can keep the forearms parallel with the palms down, or you can press the palms together, whatever suits you best. Just make sure your elbows stay at shoulder width. Now, keep your hands pushing down. Tuck the toes of both feet. Lift your knees and bring your hips up high. And then see about walking your feet further and get your hips up as high as you can, and keep your hands pushing into the floor, and that's what engages your upper back. Now, with your hands pressing down, if you can take this further, I'm going to cue this to the dolphin push-ups. So for that, with an inhale, bring your head forward as far as you can. And then press it back, hips up high. Forward for 2. And then press this back. Come forward for 3. Press it back again. Forward for 4. And then press back. Now forward for 5. Press this back again. Forward for 6. And then press back. Now forward for 7. Press it back again, forward for 8, and then press back. Now forward for 9. Press it back again, forward for 10. And press back one more time. Set your knees down and come back to all fours. And breathe for a moment here. Now from all fours, just one more thing, and we're going to take this into a lopsided position. So I want you to bring your right forearm down. And stand your left hand. Now the right elbow stays to the side. Bring the right hand to center, set forearms diagonal. Slide your left hand back, elbow stacks above the wrist. Keep the elbow pulled in. Keep your chest facing down. Now let's take it to a lopsided plank. So step both feet back, bring your body into line. And keep your legs squeezing together. Keep your chest facing the floor. Now from here, we're going to work this into a twist. Now lift your left foot, bend the left knee. Try to bring the big toe down past the right edge of the mat. Come back to center, back to plank. Again, left big toe over the right. Feel that twist. And then come back into center. Left big toe over to the right side. Bring it back to center. 2 more times. Left big toe over to the right. And back to center here. Left big toe to the right one more time. Now come back to center, legs together. With your chest facing down, lift the left foot, point the toes straight back. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, pull that left knee forward and set the left leg on your left arm. Keep your chest facing down. Now just feel that in the inner thigh for a moment. And then bring the right knee all the way down. Now, once your right knee comes down to the floor, set your left foot down and keep that left knee bent. Keep the left leg forward. Now, lean to the right and lift your left hand. Get the left arm underneath your left leg. Go ahead, use the hand as much as you need to and bring that left foot forward and try to bring it toward the center of the mat. Left arm underneath your leg. And this is enough here. Now, if you can go further, use the left arm, push up. See about lifting that left foot and squeeze your arm. Maybe set your left hand down. Maybe tuck the toes of the right foot and lift your right knee. And this will bring you close to that flying lizard shape that I showed you at the beginning. And when you're ready, release it. Bring the right knee down. Untangle that left leg from your arm. And come up to all fours. And just keep in mind, we're just working things to get to the inner thighs. You don't have to take it all the way. Let's take it on the other side. Bring your left forearm down, come to that lopsided shape on this side. Left elbow to the side, left hand moves into center. Right hand slides back, elbow above the wrist, keep it pulled in. Now step your feet back, bring your body into line, legs together. And let's work the twist. Lift the right foot, bend the knee, big toe down past the left edge of the mat. And then come back to center. And then bend the right knee, bring the big toe down to the left again. Back to center here. 3 more times. Right big toe over the left, keep your elbow pulled in. Come back into center. Right big toe over the left side again. And then back to center. Right big toe over the left again. Back to center. I kind of lost count. Let's do one more. Right big toe over the left one more time. And then come back to center. Now still, keep everything in line. Lift the toes of the right foot up off the floor. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, pull that leg forward. Set the right leg on your right arm. Feel that in the inner thigh. Keep your chest facing down. And then set the left knee on the floor. And then keep the right leg forward. Set the foot down flat. Now use the right hand as much as you need. Get the right arm underneath your right leg. Walk that foot forward. And then start to lift the right shoulder. Maybe lift the right foot and squeeze that leg around your arm. Now see about setting the right hand flat. Maybe tuck the toes of your left foot and lift your left knee. And just feel that on the right inner thigh, however far you're able to go. And then release it. Bring your left knee down. Untangle the right side. And then come back up to all fours. And once in all fours, just move around here and breathe. Now you're going to stay here and take a break, maybe take another stretch, but once you're ready, tuck your toes. Hips up high, find your down dog. Now when you settle into your down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Press your palms flat, feel weight toward the base of your thumbs. And let your chest sink low to the floor. Now even as your chest sinks down, reach your hips up as high as you can. As you press up, start to feel your spine elongate a little bit here. Pulling through the belly, round the lower ribs. Use the tension of your core to stretch this out. And if your legs are tight, just keep it bent on the knees. You can always pedal out and keep moving and stay loose. When you're ready, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step to the front, take a ragdoll fold. Now feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees, let your belly touch your thighs. Let your head hang, let your spine round. And let everything go long and loose here, let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor, maybe reach to opposite sides, and you can shake this out further. And then when you're ready, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent and restack your spine. Round up to vertical. Bring your head up last and just open up your palms at your sides. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Now take a moment here to breathe, set an intention. Let your mind clear, find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. With the next inhale, reach it up high. And with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with a straight spine. Pull, bend in your knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly. And then release this at the bottom. With an inhale, lift it up halfway, fingertips to the floor, to the shins, lengthen forward through the crown of your head. With the exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wrist the shoulders, palms press to the floor. Press the foot away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. Keep that lift. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, bring your shoulders forward as the elbows bend. Keep the elbows pulled into your sides. And lower with control all the way down onto your belly. Now flatten the feet up behind you. Hands under the shoulders, elbows into your sides. We'll go up and down from here through low cobra. So with an inhale, just peel up your head, neck, and chest. Exhale, roll this back down. Inhale, peel up again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, peel up one more time and just hold that lift. Now keep the lift in the upper body. Feet pressing down, keep your glutes squeezing. And then take the weight out of your hands. Elbows at your sides, roll the shoulders back. Keep looking forward. And then lift it up higher. Take an inhale. Exhale, roll it down. Now hands under the shoulders, elbows in at your sides. Press the palms down to the floor. And let's take upward facing dog. So with an inhale, straighten your arms. Now pull your chest forward. Let your hips hang. Stay on the tops of your feet. Keep your legs active and lift your knees. To take it further, kick your feet down, squeeze your glutes, and pull the hips forward to deepen and lengthen the arc all through the front. Lift with the arms, lift with your shoulders. Keep your neck long. Keep your chest pulling forward. Deep inhale. And with the exhale, pull the belly in. Hips up high, back to down dog. Paddle out. Let your hips move side to side. And we'll take it through the sun salutations here. Take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just bend the knees. Look forward, step or float to the front. Inhale, lift it up halfway. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale to standing, reach up high. Exhale, fold all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the mat. Chaturanga's next. High plank to low. With an inhale, open up your chest, lift your gaze up, dog or cobra. Exhale, pull your belly in. Hips high to down dog. 2 more rounds. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift it halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach this high. And then exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to lows next. Now with an inhale, open up, pull forward. Exhale, draw back in and lift your hips. One last round, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend the knees. Look forward, step or float. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach high. And then exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, set the hands. Chaturanga. With an inhale, open up, pull forward. Exhale, draw it on. Bring your hips back up. And just find your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Now from your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, open up your hips, scorpion dog. Inhale, straighten this out, three-legged dog. And with the exhale, just bring your foot down. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale and bend the left knee, hang the left foot right, open up to this side. Inhale, straighten this out, three-legged dog. With the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. And then step the left foot down halfway down the mat. Right foot comes forward to meet the left. Now we're setting up for those hops. So pressing your palms, dig your fingertips down. Keep your arms vertical, shoulders or wrists, high or low. Hop, clap your feet. Land it lightly 3 times. Now after that third hop, left foot between your hands, that's your base. Right knee to your chest, curl in. Hold the right knee, and let's take it up all the way. Once you got your balance, just keep the left big toe pressing down, slow your breathing down. And then bring your hands to your hips. Now I'm going to take this toward a dancer variation here. So line the right knee up with the left and reach your right hand back. Find the inside edge of your right foot. Once you've got that grip, line up your knees. Now left hand on your hip, you could reach that arm forward. Put a little bend on the left knee. We're going to hinge this forward, and if you can take it further, go ahead, let your hips open up toward the right side. Keep your gaze forward. Now very slowly, hinge from the left hip. And let the right knee lift, kick into your hand. Let your body open to the right and bring yourself down toward parallel. And then slowly from here, hinge back up the vertical and bring the knees side by side. And just take it to where you can. Again, hinge from that left hip, keep a bend in the knee. Let your body open to the right as you hinge this forward. Take it to where you can control. And then slowly come back up the vertical with your knees side by side. One more time like that, hinge from the left hip. Kick into the right hand, let that right knee lift. Look forward, take it to where you can control. And then back up the vertical, knees in line, hands in your hips, right knee high for just a moment. And then switch it out, put the right foot down and stand with your left knee lifted. Now keep your right big toe pressing into the floor. Once you're ready, right hand to your left knee, pull that knee up high, bring it in close, and you can just stay here. If you want to go further, reach your left arm high, keep looking forward. And if you want to go further still, right hand to your left big toe. See about lifting the knee higher or extending the leg up and forward. Keep your balance. Now you're still balancing very slowly, both hands to your hips, left knee lifted. And we're going to step it back to a warrior one. So bring your left foot back and take a moment to set this up. Deep into the right knee. Left leg straight, both feet flat with the left foot pointed to the side a little bit. Now sink your hips down. Be sure you can still pull that right hip forward, left hip forward, rather right hip back, and keep your hips squared. Now bring your hands to your low back. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open. We're going to go back and forth from here to a humble warrior. So take an inhale. Now at the exhale, lead with your chest. Fold inside the right leg. Go ahead, round this down, bring your head down low. Inhale, bring this up all the way, chest open at the top. And then again, fold this forward, round down inside the right leg, come down low. Press into the right foot, lift back up again, chest open at the top. And then round forward inside the right leg. And this time we'll stay low. So let your head hang down. Maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling and open your chest further. But pull the right hip back, left hip forward, still keep breathing. Now with your next inhale, slowly bring it all the way back upright. And then once you're up, we're going to take this into a pyramid stance. So go ahead, straighten your right leg, square the hips forward, and maybe shorten this up. Just see it's not too long a stance, about 3 feet front to back and still hips width distance side to side. Left foot still pointed to the side a little bit. Right hip back, left hip forward. Now take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm face away, reach your left arm high. And then slowly from your hinge forward to about 45 degrees, and then go into a twist. We're going to stay relatively high. Bring the left arm past your right thigh. Pull the right shoulder back and brace the twist. You can always bend to that right knee if you need to, but pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Look up over the right shoulder, and if you can take it deeper, keep sliding your left arm further down. Keep your right shoulder high, and deepen your twist. Don't worry about deepening the fold. You don't have to take this down too low. Keep that left hip pulling forward still. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release. Both hands down around the right foot. Bend the right knee, slide your left foot back. We're going to set this up for Anjaneyasana. Bring your left knee down, left foot flat behind. Now sink your hips down, press them forward. Press your torso into your right thigh. Look forward, but stay low. And then slowly bring your hands to your low back. Palms open, fingers wide, elbows wide, shoulders pulled back. And with your legs as they are, and with the hips still low, just peel yourself up off that front thigh. Now keep your left hip pulling forward, keep your hips sinking down, and keep your chest open. And maybe bring your gaze up high. If you want to take this even further, you can kick into the left foot and see about hovering that left knee just above the floor. That's a lot more tension. Just take it to where you can. Now, if you lifted the left knee, set it back down. Keep your chest open. We're going to go back and forth from here toward a half split. So just pull your hips back. Right leg straight. Point the toes up. Fold forward. Belly to the right thigh. Keep your arms behind you. Take it slow. Lift back up. Right foot flat. Bend the knee. Sink your hips down low again. Pull forward. Now draw your belly in. Press the hips back. Belly to the right thigh. Dig the right heel into the floor. And then come back up. Set your right foot flat. Sink your hips down low. Now one more time. Pull your belly in. Bring the hips back. Right heel to the floor, toes pointed up. Now bring your belly down to touch your right thigh and maybe just stay here. Now if you want to work it deeper, you can slide that right heel further forward. But re-engage. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe into the stretch on the right thigh. Maybe release your hands and reach back as a counterbalance, and you can fold this down deeper. Try to keep your hands up off the floor and keep squaring the hips. Right hip back, left hip forward. Dig the right heel down and keep breathing here as you hold this position. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, bring both hands down around the right leg. Now bend the right knee, set the right foot flat, bring the left foot forward next to the right forward fold. And from here, we'll take it to that flying lizard shape. So I want you to wrap your right leg around your right arm. Right foot between the hands from the front. Set your palms down flat. And then lift your left heel. Left knee touches your left arm from behind. Now just keep facing the floor. Lift the right foot. Squeeze that right leg around your arm. Sink down into this. That's enough. If you're going to balance it, lean forward and lift your left foot up as well. If you want to take it further, extend your left leg back. Just keep that right leg squeezing. Take things to where you can. And then once you're ready, go ahead, step it back, fly it back, take this to your Vinyasa. And once you find your down dog, just move around, breathe. All right, from your down dog, inhale the left leg high behind you. Now bend your left knee, hang the left foot right, open up your hips, scorpion dog. Inhale, straighten it up, three-legged dog. With the exhale, just bring your foot down. Other side, inhale the right leg high. Bend the right knee, hang your right foot left, open up on this side. With an inhale, straighten your right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders, wrists, stay forward. And bring the right foot down, halfway down the mat, left foot steps next to the right. Now again, pressing your palms, dig your fingertips down, shoulders over wrists. High or low, hop, clap your feet. Land lightly, 3 times. Now after that third hop, right foot comes forward between your hands. That's your base, left knee to your chest. Take hold of the left knee, and let's bring this up all the way. Now just keep the right big toe pressing down, slow your breathing. Hands to your hips. And let's take that dancer variation. Line the left knee up with the right. Reach your left hand back. Find the inside edge of your left foot. Now once you've got that grip, just bring the knees in line. Now right hand to your hip, you can reach it forward, whatever suits you best. Again, we're going to be hinging here. Go slow. Keep a bend in the right knee. Now hinge from the right hip, kick into your left hand. Let your body open to the left as you come down toward halfway. Just take it to where you can. And then slowly bring yourself back upright and bring the knees in line. Again like that. Kick into your left hand. Hinge from the right hip. Bring this forward. Keep looking forward. Let that left shoulder go higher. Let that left hip go higher. And then slowly come back upright with your knees in line. One more time. Hinge from the right hip. Bring it down to where you can. Let your body open up to the left as you're hinging. And then come back up the vertical one more time. Knees together. Hands to your hips. Bring your left knee up high. And then switch this out. Set your left foot down and stand with the right knee lifted. Now once you're stable, with your left hand, take hold of the right knee. Pull it up higher. Bring it in closer. This is good enough. Maybe reach your right arm high. And if you want to go further, left hand to the right big toe, you can lift the knee higher with that grip or extend the leg up and forward. Still balancing. Bring your hands to your hips. Right knee lifted. And then just step it back to your warrior one. And bring the right foot back. And take a moment to adjust. Deep in left knee, straight right leg. Both feet are flat with the right foot pointed off to the side. Adjust so you can bring the right hip forward, left hip back, and square this to the front. Once you're ready, bring your hands to your low back. Interlace your fingers. Find the interlace that feels strange, opposite what you just had. Pull the palms toward each other. Keep your chest open. And then back and forth from here to that humble warrior. Hinge from the hips, lead with your chest. And then round this down low inside your left leg. Press in your left foot. Come all the way up with your chest open at the top. Again, hinge from the hips. Lead with your chest. Bring this down low and round your spine. Press in your left foot. Lift back up all the way to vertical. One more time. Hinge from the hips. Lead with your chest. Round down. Bring your head down low. And go ahead, stay low here. You can press your knuckles toward the ceiling, open your chest further. But try to pull that right hip forward, left hip back, still keep breathing. With an inhale, bring yourself all the way back upright again. And then we'll take this to do a pyramid stance. So just make sure your stance is short, about 3 feet front to back. Both feet are flat, both legs straight. Right hip forward, left hip back. Now keep your shoulders pulled back, but bring your hands, take a half bind from here. So bring the left arm behind your back, reach your right arm high. And then slowly, just fold this toward 45 degrees and move into your twist. Right arm past your left leg. Now pull your left shoulder back, push the right arm into your left leg. And again, we're not worried about a deep fold, we're looking for a deep twist. If you can go further, slide your right arm further down. You can bend that left knee if you need to, but keep pulling that left shoulder up, keep looking up, and keep the right hip pulling forward. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Bring both hands down. Once your hands are down, slide the right foot back, come into Anjaneyasana. Bring the right knee down. Right foot flat behind. Sink your hips down and press everything forward. Keep this low. Now, belly touching your left thigh. Keep it low. Bring the hands to your low back. Palms open, elbows wide, shoulders pulled back. And then just peel yourself up off that left leg and bring yourself up tall. Keep the right hip pulling forward. Keep the hips down low. If you want to engage this further, kick the right foot down and maybe just barely hover that knee up off the floor. Now, if you lifted the right knee, set it back down. And then back and forth from here toward that half split. Pull your belly in. Draw the hips back toward the right heel. Left leg straightens. Heels down, toes up. Fold this forward. And then take it slow. Lift back up. Set your left foot flat. Sink your hips down and forward again. Belly in. Pull the hips back toward the right heel. Left leg straightens out. Toes pointed up. And then bring yourself back upright. Bend your left knee. Sink the hips down and forward. One more time. Draw your belly in. Pull back toward the right heel. Left heel down, toes pointed up, belly to your left thigh. Now, if you want to take it further, you can slide that left heel further forward. You can bend the knee. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward. Keep that contact. Try to keep your hands off the floor. Maybe go deeper. Reach the arms behind you to counterbalance. And you can bring your torso down lower. Dig that left heel down. Pull the right hip forward as much as you can. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring both hands down around the left leg. Bend the left knee, set the left foot flat. Bring your right foot forward next to the left. And then from your fold, take it into that flying lizard. Bring the left leg around your left arm. Left foot between your hands. Now set both palms flat and the right knee touches the right arm from behind. Lift your left foot, squeeze the left arm, and sink down. This is enough. To go further, lean forward and lift the right foot. Maybe extend that right leg back. Take whatever variation of flying lizard you can hold. When you're ready, go ahead, release this. Step it back, fly it back, move through another vinyasa. All right, into the next sequence. From your down dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, open up your hips, scorpion dog. With an inhale, straighten this out, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your foot down. Inhale your left leg high. Bend the left knee, hang your left foot right, scorpion, open up on this side. Inhale, straighten out, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders, wrists, and left foot down, halfway down the mat. Step your right foot next to left. Press in your palms, dig your fingertips down. Again, 3 times. Hop, clap your feet, and land lightly each time. After that third hop, left foot between your hands, that's your base. Right knee to your chest. Take hold of the right knee, and let's bring this up all the way. Slow your breathing down. Keep your left big toe grounded. Hands to your hips. Line the right knee up with the left. And then take a reverse grip. With your left hand, reach back, find the inside edge of the right foot. And just keep the right hand to your hip. We'll hinge this forward again, this time with the hips squared. Now put a little bend in the left knee. Hinge from your left hip. Let the right knee lift, kick into that hand. Come down as low as you can. Keep looking forward. And then hinge back up the vertical. Knees side by side. Again, hinge from your left hip. Look forward. Keep kicking into your left hand as you come forward. And then back up the vertical. Take it slow and bring your knees in line. One more time. Hinge from that left hip. Let the right knee lift. Keep looking forward. And then bring it back up the vertical. Knees still in line. Hands to hips. Woo! Bring that right knee up high for just a moment. And let's switch it out. Set your right foot down and stand with your left knee lifted. Now, once you're ready from here, with your left hand, hold your left knee, open up that hip and pull the knee to the side, and this is good enough. Just keep the right big toe pressing down. And if you're able to take it further, go ahead and reach inside the left leg, find the big toe. You can just stand this tall, pull the knee up high, or start to extend that leg out to the side. Take it to where you can. Keep your torso upright here and keep your balance. Now, still balancing here. Keep that left knee out to the side. Both hands to your hips. Slowly turn to the left. Step your left foot back. Take this into a horse stance. Heels in, toes out. Bend the knees, sink your hips down low. And as you settle in, try to slide the feet further out, right and left, a little wider than the usual horse stance here. We're going to take this down to a side lunge, one side to the next. Now, you can keep your hands at your chest. You can reach down toward the floor and balance as much as you need. But start to go back and forth. Bend the right knee, try to keep that foot flat. Sink down, left leg straight, heel down, toes pointed up. Take it slow. Come back to center. Keep your feet out wide. Come over to the left side. Sink down. Bend that knee. Right leg straightens out, toes pointed up. Bring it back to center through horse. Keep it wide. And then come over to the right. Sink down to the right side. Point the toes of the left foot toward the ceiling. Come back up through center. Take it slow. Bend deep in your left knee. Sink low to this side. Toes of your right foot pointed up. And then come back through center here one more time to the right. Sink down. Extend your left leg straight. Take this as low as you can. You can always bring your hands to the floor. Maybe reach this forward. Keep breathing. And keep digging that left heel down. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring both hands down to the floor. And we're going to take this into a kneeling warrior two. So why don't you bring your left knee down. Left shin parallel to the short edge of the mat. Everything vertical from the left knee up. Now keep your right knee bent, point the toes to the front, line that heel up with your left knee. You can walk that right foot further out if you like. Just keep your hips pressing out to the side, hands to heart center. Interlace your fingers, face your palms away from your elbows wide, and then palms up toward the ceiling. Keep your shoulders pulled back and keep your chest open, and we'll take this side to side. So with the inhale, just reverse. Lean to the left, gaze up high, pull the right shoulder back. With the exhale, extend over the right leg and keep looking up. Inhale, reverse this. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time. Hold here. Right shoulder back, gaze up high. Now go deeper. Sink into that right hip, bend the right knee, and maybe lift the right heel up off the floor. Try to keep your hips pressing out toward the side of the mat and keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Bring both hands down to the floor. Press into your palms. Come up onto your left foot as well as the right. And when the hips go high, just shake your legs out for a moment. All right, we're going to take things further from here. So when you're ready, bring the left hand down just inside your left foot. And take a half bind right on behind your back, palm facing away. Pull that shoulder back and keep the right shoulder high. Lean your weight to the left side. Lift the right heel. Drag that right big toe over. Get your hips up higher, still deeper fold. Now keep looking down toward your left hand and left foot. And this might be enough. Try to hover the right foot up off the floor. If you can go further, bend the right knee, bring the heel up toward your seat. Further still, lift the right knee and point it toward the front of the mat. Now try to keep your right side high and go back and forth. Extend your right leg straight out to the side. Bend the knee, pull your heel back in. Keep looking down, extend the right leg out to the side. Bend the knee, bring the heel back in. Right leg out to the side again. Bend the knee, pull the heel in. Right leg out to the side. Bend the knee, bring the heel in. Right leg to the side, one more time, hold here. Take an inhale. With the exhale, bring the right foot down, right hand down. And then once both hands and feet are on the floor, make a quarter turn to the right and step your left foot forward next to the right. We'll take it from here to that flying lizard. Bring the right leg around your right arm. Right foot between the hands from the front. Set your palms down flat and then lift your left heel. Left knee touches your arm from behind. Lift your right foot, squeeze the right arm, sink down. And maybe lift that left foot up as well. If you're going to go further, go ahead and extend that left leg back. Keep your elbows pulled in. And then when you're ready, take it through another vinyasa. All right, let's take all that to the other side. With an inhale, raise your left leg high behind you. Bend your left knee, hang your left foot right, open up your hips, scorpion dog. With an inhale, straighten the out, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your foot down. Inhale the right leg high. Bend your right knee, hang your right foot left, open up to the side. Inhale the right leg straight, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders or wrists. And bring the right foot down halfway down the mat. Left foot steps next to the right. Press in your palms, dig your fingertips down. 3 times, hop, clap your feet, and land this lightly. After that third hop, right foot between your hands, that's your base. Left knee to your chest. Hold the left knee. Let's take this all the way up. Now keep your right big toe pressing down, bring your hands to your hips. Line the left knee up with the right. And then right hand reaches back, find the inside edge of your left foot. Now line up the knees, keep your gaze forward. Left hand wherever you like, hip, heart center, maybe reach this forward. But keep a little bend on the right knee, and let's go back and forth. Hinge on the right hip, let the left knee lift behind, keep kicking as you bring yourself down toward parallel. And then slowly come back upright with the knees in line at the top. Again, hinge on the right hip. Let the left knee lift. Keep looking forward. Take it down to where you can. Back up the vertical with your knees side by side. One more time. Hinge from the right hip. Bring this forward. Come down toward halfway. And then bring it back up the vertical with your knees side by side. Hands to your hips. Left knee high for just a moment. And switch it out. Set your left foot down. And stand with your right knee lifted. Now, once you're stable, just keep that left big toe grounded, right hand to your knee. Pull the knee to the side and just open up. If you want to go further, reach inside the right leg, find the big toe. You can pull the knee up higher with that grip or extend the leg out to the side. Still balancing. Your hands to your hips. Right knee lifted to the side. Slowly open up to the right and step the right foot back. Bring yourself to that horse stance again. Heels in, toes out, hips down low. Move around. Now as you settle in, keep your knees wide. Try to bring the feet out a little bit wider. And work to open this up as we go back and forth one side to the next. Just keep your hands in front of your chest or wherever you like. But then deep bend left knee. Sink to the left side. Straighten the right leg. Point your toes up. Slowly come up through center, keep it low. Over to your right side, deep into the right knee. Lift the toes, your left foot, sink this down. Bring it up through center, slow. Take it down low over to your left side. Lift the toes, the right foot up, sink down again. Bring it back up through center, over to the right, deep into your right knee. Left leg straight, sink this down low. Come back up through center. And then one more time to the left, sink this down. Now take it as low as you can and hold here. Maybe reach forward, maybe bring your hands to the floor. Toes of the right foot pointed up, keep breathing here. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring both hands down to the floor. Go ahead, lift your hips. And we're going to take that kneeling warrior two. Now this time your right knee comes down. Right shin parallel to the short edge. Everything's vertical from the right knee up, hands to your hips for a moment. Keep your left knee bent, keep that heel in line with the right knee. You can walk that left foot further out if you like. Now from here, hands to heart center. Interlace your fingers, face your palms away from your elbows wide. And then hands above your head. Keep the shoulders pulled back, keep your chest open. Take it back and forth. Inhale, reverse, lean to the right, gaze up high, left shoulder back. With your exhale, extend over your left leg and keep looking up. Inhale, reverses. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. And then exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse it one more time and hold here. Now keep leaning right, pull your left shoulder back, look up. Take it further, bend your left knee, sink further into that hip. Maybe lift your left heel up off the floor. And engage your glutes. Try to keep your hips pressing toward the side of the mat and keep breathing. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, just release. Bring both hands down to the floor. Pressing your palms, come up onto the right foot as well as the left. Shake your legs out for just a moment. And then we'll bring this over to the right side. Now set your right hand down just inside the right foot. Keep the right arm inside the right leg. Take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder back. Keep the left shoulder high. Now bring your weight to the right side. Lift your left heel. Drag that left big toe over. Hips stay high. See about hovering the left foot. This might be enough. If you're going to go further, bend the left knee, pull the heel toward your seat. If you can open this up, point that left knee toward the front of the mat, stay lifted, keep your balance. Back and forth if you're going to move. Extend the left leg out to the side. Bend the knee, bring the heel back in. Left leg out to the side again. Bend the knee, bring the heel in. Left leg out to the side. Bend the knee, pull the heel back in. Left leg out to the side. Bend the knee, pull the heel in. One more time, left leg out to the side. Now hold here, stay lifted. Take an inhale. With the exhale, set your left foot down, bring your left hand down as well. And then once you're ready, make that quarter turn to the left. Step the right foot forward next to the left. And let's take it into flying lizard one more time. Left leg around your left arm. Left foot between your hands. Set your palms down flat. Bring the right knee to touch the right arm from behind. Lift your left foot. Squeeze that left arm. Sink down. Feel that in your left inner thigh. Maybe lift your right foot. And if you can go further, extend that right leg back. Keep your elbows pulled in. Once you're ready, step it back, fly it back, take it through one more vinyasa. All right, from your down dog, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, come down to all fours. And then bring your legs out from underneath you and come to a seat. Now, once you're seated, we're going to take a few more positions here, leading us toward that angle. And keep in mind, you don't have to take it all the way there. The big thing here is to open up the hips. So working the stretches further into the hamstrings and into the inner thighs. So you can start this out with your left leg straight, right knee bent. And then lean back and take the twist here that we took at the beginning. Step the right foot behind, past your left thigh. Now just sit this up tall. Right hand behind. Inhale your left arm up high. And with the exhale, bring the left elbow down past your right leg. Now keep reaching the crown of the head straight up. Look back over your right shoulder. And just keep your spine long as you're twisting. Breathe as deeply as you can here. Now take a deep inhale. With the exhale, let go of that twist. Turn back to center, hands behind. And then we're going to cradle the leg from here. So I want you to wrap your right arm around your right knee. Bring the left hand to the outside edge of the right foot and sit this up tall. Just keep the left leg extended. You can keep it loose. Now bring that right shin toward parallel with the floor. Curl the toes and keep the toes curled. Keep the foot tense. And just move side to side. So you're trying to bring any stretch into the outer right hip. So make sure you don't feel like twinge in the knee. Keep the leg tense and stiff. And if you can go deeper, maybe bring the left arm around your right foot. If you feel a twinge in the right knee, back off from this a little bit. Now this is basically an upright seated pigeon, and this is enough. You can always stay here. If you want to go deeper, moving toward compass, just go slow. Left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Right arm inside your right leg. Use both hands, work that leg up your arm. And you're trying to get the knee behind the shoulder. Just get as close as you can. Now once the leg's not going to go any higher, push your right arm to your right leg, set the right hand down at your side, and just feel that tension as the leg is hooked. This might be enough for a stretch in the inner thigh. If you want to go further, take it slow. As you extend the right leg, start to open up your chest and bring your gaze to the left. And just breathe here. Don't force it. Just take this to where you can. All right, if you extended that right leg at all, bend the knee and bring the foot down. Now try to keep that leg hooked. If it slid down your arm, use both hands to work it back up to get the knee close to the shoulder. And this is where we take it toward the arm balance. Push your right arm into your right leg. Fold forward onto your right hand, and that will keep the leg in place. Now keep the fold. Bring your left hand down outside your left thigh. Push down, lift your seat up off the floor. And with that fold, bring the right foot underneath your left leg. And this is elephant trunking. It just balances here. Now, if you can take it further, it's a few more steps to 8 angle. Ankles together. Inner thigh squeeze around the right upper arm. And then slowly, shoulders forward, elbows back as your legs go to the right. So you're hovering with chaturanga arms, ideally. All right, go ahead, set yourself down. Shake things out. And then we'll take things the other way. So this time, extend your right leg straight, left knee bent. Step your left foot past the right thigh, and let's take that twist. Left hand sets behind. Inhale the right arm high. With the exhale, bring the right elbow past your left thigh and reach the top of your head straight up toward the ceiling. Look over your left shoulder. Keep the right arm pushing your left leg and keep extending as you're twisting. Breathe as deeply as you can here. Take an inhale. Now with the exhale, just turn back to center, both hands behind. And undo the cross of your legs. Now let's keep the right leg straight, left knee bent, and let's cradle the leg. Bring the left arm around your left knee. Right hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Bring that shin to parallel with the floor, sit up tall. Keep the toes, left foot curled, keep the leg tense. And just move side to side here. Feel that stretch to the outer left hip. If you can go deeper, wrap the right arm around your left foot. And again, if you feel any twinge of the knee, back off from the intensity here. You don't have to crank on this. All right, now if you want to take this toward the next pose, in toward compass. Right hand comes to the outside edge of your left foot, left arm inside your left leg. Work that leg high up on your arm, and you're trying to get the knee close to the shoulder, maybe behind. Once the leg doesn't go any higher, left arm pushes your left leg, left hand off to the side, keep that leg hooked. And then if you want to go deeper, to go slow. As you extend the left leg, start to open up your chest and bring your gaze to the right. And again, don't force it, just take it to where you can go. All right, if you extended that leg at all, bend the knee, bring the leg down, try to keep it high. If it's slid down, use your hands to work that knee close to the shoulder, and then take it toward the arm balance. Push your left arm into your left leg, fold forward onto your left hand. Keep the fold, right hand down about halfway down your right thigh. Now push into the fold, lift your butt up off the mat, and then hook the left foot under your right leg, and again, you get this balance here, and this is elephant trunk. If you want to take 8 ankles together, inner thigh squeeze around the left upper arm. Squeeze the legs together, shoulders forward, elbows back, legs out to the left again, hovering with chaturanga arms. And then go ahead, set this down and release your legs. Just shake things out. Once you're ready from here, come all the way down to your back. Pull your knees into your chest and squeeze everything in. And then we'll just take one round of back bending. So when you're ready, just bring your feet to the floor. Now feet hips width, bring the heels in close to your low back, basically flat. Arms to your sides, palms down, gaze up high. I'll start this with bridge and then cue this into wheel if you want to go further. When you're ready with an inhale, press your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. And keep your hips pushing up, hold that tension. To deepen your bridge, bring the hands underneath your hips. You can interlace the fingers, maybe pull the palms together. You can work your shoulders further behind your back to open up your chest even more, but keep your hands pushing down and your hips lifting up. Keep your glutes engaged. Now, if you're going to take it to wheel, the hips stay lifted, just release your hands and bring them down around your head. Once you're ready here, press in your palms. You can lift to the top of your head first, and then straighten your arms. Press your hips toward the ceiling. Let your chest open toward the back of the mat, and keep your glutes squeezing. Just breathe with this here, wherever you end up. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring everything back down to the floor. Once you're down, pull your knees in close. And then just release your left leg, extend it out fully. Left arm down to your side. Right arm inside the right leg, hold the big toe. Once you got that grip, pull down. As you're pulling down, extend your right leg straight up toward the ceiling. Now, somewhere in the middle of that, you're going to have to stop. Find that tension in the back of the right thigh. Breathe into that stretch. If your knee's bent, that's fine. Keep pulling down and pushing your foot up. If the leg's straight, draw the big toe directly over your right shoulder. Now, this is basically a supine split. Engage the other side as well. Dig your left heel into the floor. Engage the glutes on your left side. And just keep breathing here. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Draw both knees in for a moment. And then switch it out. Extend your right leg this time. Right arm down at your side. Left arm inside the left leg. Hold the big toe. Now pull down with your left hand, but press up through your left foot. And then somewhere in between this, as you extend the left leg, just find that stretch in the back of the left thigh. If the knee's bent, that's fine. Keep pulling down and pressing up. If your leg's straight, bring the big toe directly over your shoulder. And again, wherever you take it to, engage the right side here. So press the right heel to the floor, squeeze the glutes on the right. And just keep breathing with this. All right, now slowly from here, bend to that left knee, lower to the side of your ribs. We're taking a half happy baby, left hand to the outside edge of the left foot. Actually, we'll take the full pose. Draw the right knee in. And then take that grip on the other side as well. So hold the outside edge of the foot, and then draw down on both sides. Bring both knees toward the floor. Press the feet up into your hands. And flatten your spine, sink your tailbone down. Keep the tension working up and down. Keep pressing up into your hands as you're drawing toward the floor. If you want to go deeper, you can rock this side to side. Deeper still, you can extend the legs out against your grip here. When you're ready, take a deep inhale, draw it down as much as you can. And then with the exhale, just release this. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat for a moment. And let yourself move bit by bit here, fingers and toes, arms and legs. Take a deep inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then draw the elbows into your chest. Pull your knees up as well. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Now ground yourself into the mat here. Stack your spine. And then bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale. Hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. Thank you for joining class. Namaste.